Have you ever felt like your entire world collapsed in a single moment? Like the floor you were standing on suddenly gave way and you were left falling endlessly with nothing to hold on to?
That is what a breakup can feel like. It doesn't matter if you were the one who walked away or the one who was left behind. It shakes you to your core. It makes you question yourself, your worth, your choices, and even your future. The silence after a breakup is louder than the arguments that may have preceded it. The emptiness feels heavier than the love that once filled your life. And in those moments you wonder, how do I keep going? How do I find the strength to move forward when every part of me wants to turn back? How do I rebuild when I feel broken? This is where the journey of true motivation begins. Because motivation doesn't always come when you're happy, when things are easy, or when life is aligned with your plans. Motivation often rises from the ashes of pain. From the tears that dry on your face at 3 a.m., from the moments when you're sitting alone replaying memories that you wish would stop haunting you. Staying motivated after a breakup is not just about moving on, it's about rising above. It's about discovering who you truly are outside of the relationship. It's about redefining your worth, your vision, and your power. It's about turning your heartbreak into fuel. And before we go further, I want you to remember something important. Your growth doesn't have to be lonely. We're building a community here where strength is shared and motivation is multiplied. If you're committed to becoming the best version of yourself and you want daily reminders that push you forward, make sure to subscribe our channel Next Gen Motive, because this journey is not just about healing, it's about transformation. Now let's talk about what really happens after a breakup. The initial days or weeks can feel unbearable. You wake up and for a split second, everything feels normal, until reality crashes back in. That person isn't there anymore. Their texts aren't lighting up your phone, their laughter isn't filling the room. Your routines are disrupted. Your mind feels stuck between holding on and letting go. And this is the dangerous moment. The crossroads where people either crumble or begin to rise. And let me tell you this, you have the power to choose which path you take. Pain is inevitable, but suffering is optional. You can cry, you can hurt, you can feel broken. But don't stay there, because staying in that darkness does not honor your future. Staying in that pain does not reflect your potential. Every person who has gone through a breakup has two choices: remain a prisoner of their past, or use the breakup as the turning point that launches them into greatness. Which one will you choose? When you're heartbroken, it's tempting to let your mind spiral. You replay every memory, every mistake, every what if. But here's the truth. Motivation starts with controlling your focus. If you keep staring at the closed door, you will never see the doors that are opening. Life didn't end with that relationship. It's just beginning again in a new way. The question is, will you give yourself permission to see that new beginning? Let's get real for a second. A breakup doesn't only hurt emotionally, it shakes your confidence. You start doubting your attractiveness, your worth, your ability to be loved again. But let me remind you, your value does not decrease, because someone could not see your worth. Your beauty, your strength, your character, all of it is still intact. Sometimes the wrong person simply blinds you to your own greatness. Sometimes you needed that breakup to remind you of the parts of yourself you had neglected. Think about it. How many times did you put someone else's needs before your own? How many times did you sacrifice your peace, your dreams, your boundaries just to keep the relationship alive? Now is your time to reclaim all of that. Motivation after a breakup is not about proving something to your ex. It's about proving something to yourself. Proving that you can rise, that you can shine, that you can thrive without needing someone else to complete you. You were never half of a whole. You are already complete, and a partner is meant to complement you, not define you. So, how do you stay motivated when your heart still aches? You start by shifting your energy. Every moment you spend thinking about the past is a moment you could be using to build your future. Replace late night overthinking with late night planning. Replace scrolling through old photos with scrolling through new opportunities. Replace crying about what you've lost with gratitude for what you still have. Your family, your friends, your health, your dreams, all of these are still with you. Why let one person's exit overshadow all the blessings still in your life? Let's talk about routines. After a breakup, many people let their routines collapse. They stop eating right, stop working out, stop chasing goals. But this is exactly the time when you need discipline the most. If your heart is broken, your mind must become stronger. If your emotions are heavy, your actions must become consistent. Create a routine that reminds you of your strength. Wake up early, exercise, read, work on your craft, surround yourself with positivity. Fill your time with progress, so that your pain has less room to consume you. And let's address something else: revenge motivation. Some people try to move forward just to show their ex what they're missing. And while that may give you temporary fuel, it's not sustainable, because true motivation doesn't come from bitterness, it comes from vision. Don't rise to prove them wrong, rise to prove yourself right. Rise because your dreams deserve to be fulfilled. Rise because your future deserves to be brighter than your past. Rise because life has too much to offer to stay stuck in what's gone. Another powerful way to stay motivated is to reconnect with your purpose. A breakup often makes you feel like you've lost direction, because so much of your energy was tied to that relationship. But what were your dreams before that relationship? What goals did you once have that you put on hold? This is your chance to revisit them, to pursue the career you wanted, the fitness goal you abandoned, the places you always wanted to travel, the skills you wanted to master. Your breakup doesn't have to be the end of your story, it can be the chapter where you finally begin writing your true story. And remember, healing is not linear. Some days you'll feel powerful, and other days you'll feel broken again, but every step counts. Progress is not about perfection, it's about persistence. When you fall, get back up. When you cry, wipe your tears and keep moving. When you doubt yourself, remind yourself why you started. Motivation isn't about never feeling pain, it's about not letting pain control you. Now let me speak directly to both men and women who may be listening. To the men, society often tells you to be tough, to suppress your emotions, to move on quickly. But the truth is, acknowledging your pain doesn't make you weak, it makes you human. Use that pain not to shut down but to grow stronger. Channel it into your work, your fitness, your passion. Build yourself into the man you know you can be. And to the women, society often pressures you to find validation in another relationship, to rush into something new. But your worth doesn't depend on who loves you, it depends on how deeply you love yourself. Take this time to reconnect with your power, your independence, your vision. At the end of the day, staying motivated after a breakup is about one thing: refusing to let the past define your future. You have two hands, one to let go, and one to build. Use them both. Let go of what was, and start building what can be. Don't wait for someone else to come and rescue you. Be your own savior. Don't wait for closure from someone else. Create your own closure. Don't wait for permission to move forward. Give yourself permission today. Your heartbreak can be the beginning of your breakthrough, if you choose it to be. The energy you once gave to that relationship, redirect it toward your growth. The time you once spent on someone else, use it to master yourself. The love you once gave away, pour it back into your own heart. Because the truth is, you don't need someone else to complete your story. You are already the author of your own life. And this breakup is simply a plot twist, not the ending. So when you wake up tomorrow, and you feel that familiar ache, remind yourself, I am stronger than my heartbreak. I am greater than my pain. I am not defined by who left, but by how I rise. And if you keep moving forward with that mindset, one day you'll look back at this breakup, not with regret, but with gratitude. Gratitude that it pushed you toward becoming the best version of yourself. Gratitude that it freed you from what was holding you back. Gratitude that it gave you the chance to start again, stronger and wiser. Keep going, keep rising, keep believing, because your best days are not behind you, they are ahead of you. And this breakup is not your end, it's your rebirth.